Robert Heffernan, Endotech, exclusively for the Pareto Network and Endotech subscribers. I'm a master endotechnician now in the Matrix. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's our daily show talking cryptocurrencies, the most exciting asset class out there, and I've traded a bunch of them. Congestion, that's what we got going on, congestion. You know, when it's cold and flu season and it all, gets congested, well, it's got to come out one way or the other after the congestion. And we're going to see what happens because that's the thing about the markets is nobody knows for sure which way we go. I have some opinions and I want to share them with you. So let's do the rounds because I got to do that first. Well, actually, doing the rounds, we do it every day, talking what's in the news in cryptocurrencies. And I got to tell you something. Today, I think the biggest news that I have seen yet, and that's a pretty big statement, but this is the biggest news that I've seen yet as far as the evolution and maturity of cryptocurrencies. And that is Kingdom Trust, $12 billion in customer crypto assets on deposit, has secured insurance from Lloyd's of London, the most venerable insurance agency on the planet. This is just monumental news. I have friends in the insurance business. I have friends in the insurance business and the high-risk insurance business tell me no chance that they're writing policies anytime soon. Well, that was, time evolves differently than it used to. That was just a mere 4 or 5 months ago when I heard that from my very influential insurance friends, very high level insurance people. But Lloyd's, there's one thing about insurance people is they do their homework. Nobody wants to get caught with the upside down side of an actuary in an insurance table. So they take their time and they do their homework. And once they have it figured out and they can spread the risk out amongst a bunch of people, you just got to drive down the highway and see the biggest building and it's an insurance company's building to know that they know how to make money. And the fact that the most preeminent insurer on the planet has jumped in to insure assets at a custodial of crypto assets tells you that these things are arriving, right? They're pulling into port. And that is just fantastic news as far as I'm concerned because I'm involved, man. I want to see this thing evolve. I believe in the technology. I believe in the transformational things that can happen with blockchain being applied. I think blockchain maybe should be called the anti-scumbag technology or the efficiency technology and the anti-scumbag technology because it really approaches and applies systems that help battle both of those two things. All right, improve efficiency and weed out scumbags. Maybe we should hashtag that. Scumbags beware. The blockchain is after you. All right, so let's talk about what else I am seeing in the world of crypto, and I think we should go to let's go to this first of all because I'm beyond distraught about what's going on here in the Crypto Freaks altcoin tournament final. Pareto part of this, and only about 24 more hours to go in this thing, and man, we are getting demolished right now. Only 3% for the mighty Pareto Knights. I don't know what we are. We need to come up with the Pareto Knights. Telecoin kicking rear end here. Komodo 32%. Zilliqa, I don't even know how to pronounce that one. 14%. Pareto measly 3%. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's get the vote out. As an old Chicago boy, I'd wake up the dead and get them to reactivate their Twitter if I thought that we could, garner some more votes. And I'm not opposed to doing that. Anyway, do what you can, people. Please go to Twitter and go see my friend Crypto Freak, and please vote for Pareto. All right, enough of the shamelessness. Let's go on to another tweet. My good friend Jim Urio, CNBC contributor. I worked with him back in the day at Chase Futures. A little tweeting back and forth, and this is going to set up something I want to talk about the timing of a possible Bitcoin run. Because, first of all, my thoughts of him, Bitcoin trading 15,000 or the Bears winning 10 games. He wanted nothing to do with the talk of Bitcoin, and he said he would only bet the Bears win 7. They're over under 7 or 8, so Jimmy, you're not doing me any favors here by betting the Bears to win 7. I'm talking about a 10-win Bears season. What does this all have to do with Bitcoin 15,000, right? Let me tell you something. I'm going to show you what it has to do with it. This is the Bears schedule, and I'm just showing you the last half of it. All right, the last half of it. And let's just say they go 4-4, which is basically they're predicted 500. So let's say they start the season 4-4. All right, now the next 8 games for my bet, I think the Bears can win 10 games this year, right? They got to win 6 of their last 8 to get to that 10, right? Well, I think we could beat Detroit. You got Minnesota at home. You got to love the Soldiers Field, right? Especially in November. You got another game against Detroit. I think we got 3 wins there. You got the Giants. They're terrible. Forget about the Giants. Even though it's at the Meadowlands, it's tough to play on the road in the NFL. We got 4 wins there. Now we just got to win 2 of the next. The Rams, they're really good. I like us beating Green Bay at home, right, and San Francisco on the 23rd. So somewhere around that December 16th to 23rd is where I see the Bears possibly winning their 10th game. And I got to tell you something. When I look at the chart from last year, we are in somewhat of a similar situation here. And we have basically 14 weeks until then, until that Bear 10 win. All right, that mid-December area where Bitcoin went and traded to 20,000. This is my thought. I mean, I believe in fractals. I believe in patterns repeating themselves. I believe in saying, I can't believe it did it again, because I've said, I can't believe it did it again so many times in my 30 years of trading that I can't even count the number of times I've said, I can't believe they just did this again. Whether it be on an hour or a week or a month or year to year, things repeat themselves. All right, so if we have a run here, there are a couple things I want to point out. Last year, the low coming into the end of the year was the week of September 11th, they put in that low. And they didn't go into up mo on the weekly until October 2nd, right? And then the week of October 2nd, and then they didn't push into the up mo collar until October 30th, right? And then those bands were expanding, and they were able to make higher highs, and you had a nice year-end rally. I kind of see the same thing setting up here. And all I'm telling you is it's not just going to run to 20,000 or 15,000. These things take time, man. It's going to take time to roll. And the only way it happens, though, is we got to take this up mo level on the weekly, and we got to close an up mo level on the weekly. And we better do it, sooner rather than later. So I still see us trading sideways here. If we can get a little bit of, we need to close in these up momentum levels, at least for me, at least by that first week of October. So we got 4 weeks to maybe trade sideways and or trade in and out of up mo, but we really need to settle in up mo on the weekly for us to make a run of 15,000 by the time the Bears win their 10th game sometime in December. And that's how I see it. These things, it's not an exact science, and sometimes you got to find correlations wherever you can find them, right? And so if I think the Bears overperform this year and win 10 games, I'm also thinking Bitcoin overperforms, and everybody's going to say, Holy shit, I cannot believe it did it again. How did I miss it the second year in a row, this Christmas crypto rally? I'm not saying for sure it's going to happen. I'd just like to paint a nice picture for the holidays because it is the most wonderful time of the year. All right, listen, let's take the vitals. And in order to do that, you need to be a Pareto token holder or an Endotech subscriber. Otherwise, I got to say goodbye to you. You know, you can watch this at endotech.io if you're on YouTube to see the vitals content. But in order to do that, we don't show it on YouTube. You need to be a holder or a subscriber. And believe me, a token holder, a Pareto token holder. I don't want you to be a holder blindly holding cryptos ever. All right, that is not in the Endotech handbook. Nobody holds blindly. Forget about it. All right, let's take the vitals and goodbye, my